your makeup could actually improve your skin? That is skinification, beauty products that do double duty. Today, I'm joined by Dr. Mel van Rooy from Clicks and Dr. Maureen Allam, founder from Skin Renewal, and we together explore the game-changing trend that is skinification. Did this word even exist 10 years ago, or is this a new word?
It's brand new. It's actually brand new, but isn't it just a wonderful word?
Isn't it just a wonderful word?
It actually is such an exciting trend that we are seeing at the moment, Cindy. You know, women that have become empowered when it comes to beauty, right? It's not just anymore what you put on your skin, but using things, as you say, that can double up, that are credible. So it's more to me like the science of beauty more than anything else. And it's really not just about your face. It's about your hair. It's about your scalp. It's about your body and how that works together. And it's super exciting to see all the developments in skinification and how women have become just so much more aware of this trend.
And Dr. Maureen, I imagine that's a game changer for anti-aging. Are you really seeing that in how people's skins are reacting?
Yes, no, absolutely. People need all those active ingredients to face the sun that we experience every day in South Africa. We need to build up the collagen, we need to do collagen banking, which is what all these active ingredients do. We need to protect our collagen, and that's where all the antioxidants come in. We need to hydrate our skin. So the more we can put, these into makeups, the better, It's great.
So instead of just having a normal shampoo, it would be a shampoo with a hyaluronic acid in. Instead of just having foundation that just covers, it would be foundation with niacinamide and squalene, and so also takes care of your skin. And Mel, can we expect that now as the norm?
Absolutely as the norm. And here's the kicker, Cindy, is that it's not just anymore for your dermatologist or going to a very high-end salon. Women can now actually buy it off the shelf and get the ingredients that they need. So it supplements all of that. And then, of course, the whole beauty from within trend fits in so nicely with that.
And it's available to everybody.
It is indeed.
As I say, you don't have to spend a fortune going to a dermatologist or, even coming to our clinics. You can actually go out there. This is for the average woman. And then obviously every clinic has its place, because if you want to go to the next level, then you not only do the topical products, you need to do in-clinic treatments.
But you really do see the expectation of the beauty consumer shifting. And I mean, even when it comes to machines like lasers and treatments or products, they know what's available. And have you seen that the expectation is constantly more and more in your clinics?
Absolutely. People want to see their skin. They want to see the change in their skin. And, I love all the topicals, but if you use them for a year or two, you'll see a maybe 10, 20% change in your skin. But with the in-clinic treatments, to be honest, you see a change, 10 to 20% per treatment. And some of the treatments which are more aggressive, you see a change of 50%. So, that's the difference. So if you want to go to the next level, that's where you come to us. If you want medical grade, much higher active ingredients, you come to us, to come to a clinic like ours. But if you just want to go in and grab makeup and you have all these active ingredients, why not?
Then it improves. Then at least you're getting the benefit of using the product.
You're not getting the harm. There's no harm. It can only be benefit.
For me, it's a three-prong approach. I believe in the treatments, the aesthetics and clinics, also buying products that I know have got good ingredients in from the store. So from Clicks, I have high expectations for our products. And then also, importantly, the one step that a lot of people still don't get right is the beauty from within part, so which you put inside of your body. That is becoming increasingly important. And do you see that reflected in your businesses?
Well, that's how we operate. It's called the pillars of anti-aging. So we have a proper, pillar, which is lifestyle. That is the pillar of to prevent aging. Then we have our injectables, because we are an injectable clinic, the botulinum, the dermal fillers. Then we have our in-clinic treatments, which, for pigmentation, melasma, skin tightening, building collagen. And then we have our doctor strength topicals to keep it all going. So it's not just one thing. If you stop one pillar, like I say to my patients, for years you just want to do botulinum. And look, you really need to improve your skin integrity and your skin health, because that might make you look better, but it's not really fixing that skin integrity.
Yeah.
And that's what topicals are all about, and that's what our in-clinic treatment's all about.
You know what I see, Maureen, with women? which I think is a fantastic development. The trend that I see, it's not that I need to do things for now. I can see how women are planning what I'm going to look like in 10 years'
Yeah,
time.
absolutely. It's
I think
scary.
that's the important thing that we're
interesting,
seeing is it's like future-proofing your your future self, looking after your future self. And we're seeing even our really young customers have become way more aware. I mean, Cindy knows I'm a huge proponent of SPF, especially
the
being in
biggest thing.
Africa.
That's one thing you can do to
I saw a dad the other day, and it clicks with a girl. You could see it was probably a divorced dad, and he was standing there and wondering what he should pick. And it was so amazing to see that. And I mean, I think that girl was 9 or 10,
Oh, wow.
talking about the harsh sun. And I think that's the beautiful thing that we're seeing at the moment is that women are so much more aware. It's not aging for the sake of vanity, but it's really preserving your biggest organ, which is your skin, by the way.
Absolutely.
And what about specific skincare problems? So rosacea or acne or sensitive skin. Does skinification also help for that? Do you need to know what to look out for in products?
I see a lot of the products that you have got the niacinamide in, which is brilliant, to repair the barrier, ceramides to repair the barrier. But getting onto those skin conditions, once again, it's your lifestyle. If you start just changing small little things, you'll see how your skin will improve. You start taking inflammatory foods out your diet, and you have to do it one by one, by a process of elimination to see exactly what's causing the inflammation after you've eaten that food.
Absolutely.
And then you obviously get all your topicals for these skin conditions.
I think what's important, Cindy, is that customers educate themselves. Often when you stand in front of a shelf, right, there's so much to choose from. And there's lots of big words flying around. I think it's so important that women understand, because often they pick products off the shelf and they might work against each other, as an example. So to make sure that you're putting the right stuff on your face, in your body, and that's why it's so important. And with ChatGPT and AI and everything, there's no excuse for any woman to not know what is going on in terms of beauty and health.
And 100 years ago, we weren't living that long. Now we are going to be living to most likely 100.
The
The
super
three of
ages,
us.
with all the health changes.
Technically, we're teenagers.
Yeah.
And really, you need to know now how to preserve your health. Because skin health is really about health. And sleep, we see a big increase in sleep products available in Clicks.
Yes.
Dr. Maureen always talks about how important sleep is for your skin. So it really is about a holistic approach to all of it.
Absolutely.
And then your makeup products having
Yeah.
extra ingredients in.
And I mean, Cindy, even gut health. Most people think, but gut health, all of those things play together. And I think that's why it's important to look at this thing completely holistically. Get the help you need. And Maureen, to our point earlier on, it's not just reserved for those that have enough money to be able to do it. There really is so much help out there, affordable as well.
Ours is a normal doctor's consultation, which you get half an hour, and you get really experienced doctors who can recognize rosacea and tell you where it's coming from. It's coming from the gut. Who can recognize acne, who can recognize melasma, you're not detoxifying estrogen properly, and then give you a list of ingredients that you need, so you don't go spend money unnecessarily where it's not going to work. So that's where, our Skin Renewal Clinic comes, that's where you come to. And I'm so proud that it is a holistic approach. And it's not just putting topicals on your skin.
Absolutely.
Because basically, your skin is the dashboard of your car. And if you just keep putting the light out here, this is eventually your car's going to pack up.
Absolutely. So
Okay, so
vitamins,
it's all about-
supplements, gut health, good sleep, good topical products, manage your stress levels, and I mean, not just what you put topically on your face, but specifically talking about skinification, what are the ingredients, Dr. Maureen, to look for when, at the back of your product? Or whether it's your foundation or your
An easy way
lipstick.
that I tell my patients, and they find it quite funny, I say you need grass. Not the kind, I'm not sending you out to the pastures to graze, and I'm not telling you to go smoke it, but grass. Okay, growth factors and peptides, and R is retinoid. So those stimulate collagen. And, amongst many other things. A is antioxidants. So you put your vitamin C, your antioxidants just before you put your sunblock to give you that protective shield against the sun, working in tandem with SPF. And then it also protects the collagen that you have, these powerful antioxidants. Then the other one would be S is speciality products, where you got melasma, rosacea, acne. And then the last but not least is SPF. And that's the one thing. And you have to have at least a UVB protection of 30 to be an SPF. So you must always look for that. And that is going to protect you against that burning ray.
But at least if you can add an SPF 15 to a foundation or a primer, so you're layering your SPF,
so it all adds
which I think is important. Keep layering it.
Just think of grass.
And ingredients that I also love is niacinamide, hyaluronic acid. Obviously, you said vitamin C.
Oh, the hydration. Then you come to the hydration, niacinamide.
Yes. And antioxidants.
Hyaluronic acid. And then the ceramides. Like I said, those ceramides are incredible. To put it the last layer so that you form a seal on your active ingredients. And because we have such high active strengths, ingredients in our topicals, it actually protects your barrier. So it prevents you from becoming sensitive, like when you're using retinoids and, a lot of the acids. And then it also hydrates your skin, especially at night while you're sleeping. So it's incredible.
Dr. Mel, do you spend a lot of time educating your customer within the business, and how can they learn more?
So absolutely, Cindy, because that I feel is our role, right? To be beauty experts. So we educate on different levels. We've got the Clicks Beauty Squad, which is 10 people that we choose basically every year that magnifies our message. So anything from articles in a Clicks Club Card magazine, master classes at the Clicks Beauty Playground, we are all out there to educate and to inform and to give people informed choices. I always say there's a difference between glittering and glowing. Right? Glittering is for so yesterday, but if you do the right things, you glow. So when we speak beauty and we educate, we're talking about glowing. And with glowing also goes the mental issues that go with it, etc. And I think that has been our viewpoint all along. It's not just about selling a product. Frankly, it's easy to sell a product. It's very different to sell a product and educate at the same time.
I'm glad you're saying that, because that's what all our social media platforms are all about. It's about education. Not just selling this and selling this treatment. It's educating patients about the benefits of SPF, of all these active ingredients, health, all the health topics, how the gut is so important, sleep.
And there's so much out there. I think for me, I also want to be able to trust the brands. So, and you do. I mean, if you walk into a Clicks or a Skin Renewal, you know that you can trust who's made the decision for the product to be available there for you. And I think we'll see more skinification. I think we'll see more ingredients, more words that we didn't know before.
Between beauty and dermatologists, is going to...
We see that in Clicks, Maureen. I mean, we call it pharma skincare. I mean, the pharma skincare ranges are just flying off the shelves.
Really?
Now, that's typically your more expensive product, but we can see our customers understanding the value. So they start with, basic ranges, and then as they educate themselves, you see them going into, So the pharma skin ranges are doing really well with us.
And it doesn't mean for products much more expensive that it's much more better. It doesn't work like that, You get amazing basic products that work, and they don't have all these fancy brand names in that,
So educate yourself. You owe that to yourself. It's self-love.
Your future self, Cindy.
Your future self. And that's what we're doing here on Beauty Talk.
With all these aging apps, it's quite scary when you put your face in and you see how you're going to age down the line. I think that's what's bringing the people in.
Well, we're just going to age gracefully. Thank you very much, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you, Cindy.
Well, there you have it. We are all becoming experts by the day. We love skinification. We expect to see a lot more of it. Know what ingredients are in your products. Understand what you're putting on your skin. And remember that taking care of your skin is self-love, self-care. You owe that to your future self.